good on offense, defense, special teams. They do a lot of things well on all downs and all situations. So that's why they're where they are. And you know, we've had two good competitive games with them here. And so we'll see what happens this weekend. But we know we're going to have to play our best game of the year, and that's what we're getting ready to do.
We'll open up for questions. We'll start with Jim McBride, followed by Tyler Bronski.
Good morning, Coach.
Hey, Jim.
Wanted to ask you about the challenges of playing a team for the third time, and just from the lack of time to maybe add new wrinkles, and how challenging that is.
Yeah, each week has its own challenges, and I'd say what's a little bit different about this one is just how quickly we've played. We've played Buffalo, a couple weeks in between each of the games. So, but that's we know each other well. I'm sure there'll be wrinkles. I'm sure there'll be things that both teams will do that try to keep the other team off balance or give them a little different look. So I think that's just part of it. Whether it's 3 games or you play a team twice every year for multiple years, it's kind of the same thing. So each game has its own unique circumstances and matchups, and the plays won't get called against the same defenses or vice versa. So we'll have to see how things play out. I don't think we want to make up our mind on how this game is going to go in any phase of it. We'll execute the things that we do as well as we can, and then if we have to make adjustments, then we'll make them in game. But that's kind of the way it is every week. I don't really see a big change here for us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next question, Tyler Bronski, followed by Chris Ryan.
Hey, Bill, how are you?
All right.
So over the last couple days, when you saw the news of 2 of your former assistants and Joe Judge and Brian Flores get let go from their respective teams, what would your message be to them as they go through this time of, I'm sure, just initial disappointment and uncertainty about what's next for them?
Yeah, I appreciate the question. Really focused on trying to get our team ready to play Buffalo, and whatever conversations I have with them or anybody else, I'll keep those private. But we're focused on Buffalo here, and so I'm sure there's a lot of other stories, a lot of other stuff going on in the league. But right now, it's not really anything I'm concerned about.
No worries. Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome.
Chris Ryan, followed by Mookie Hawkins.
Hey, Bill, how are you?
All right, Chris.
Wanted to ask you about how you try to put your players in a position to maximize the opportunity of now, and obviously this is something you've done a lot through the years. What do you think are the keys to making sure that the players kind of understand the significance of this, but also don't look at it outside of the context of what they're used to in regard to playing a football game?
Yeah, I think this is what we try to do every week, every day. Make the most of each day. Try to pay attention to the details and make sure we understand them. Work hard. Try to put ourselves in the best position to succeed. I don't think it's any different than anything we talked about on any other day that we've come in here, practice or game.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Next question, Mookie Hawkins, followed by Alan Siegel. Next question, Mookie Hawkins, followed by Alan Siegel.
Coach Belichick, Mookie Hawkins, Ruffalo Sports 1080. How you doing today, sir?
Good.
2 questions, if I may. I like that hoodie, too, by the way, man. Danger Zone, I like that. I like that a lot, I do. But so it's always a pleasure talking to a greatness coach. But to start off, just saying, hey, let's stack the box. Let's Josh Allen beat us with his arms to now having 6 DVs out there so Josh Allen doesn't beat us with his arm. Care to talk about the growth of Josh Allen you've seen thus far with him?
Yeah, Josh is one of the top players in the league. Dynamic player. The ball's in his hands a lot. He can do a lot of things with it. Make all the throws, all levels of the field. Obviously, run with the ball, scramble, extend plays, and throw it. He's a tough guy to tackle. As I said, great arm, put the ball wherever he wants, and can get the ball out quickly. So, it'd be a challenge. It's always a challenge to play against him, and his stuff got to stop.
One quarterback to another. Just give us an assessment of your rookie quarterback this year, Coach.
Mac?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mac's been consistent. He's done a good job for us all year, and again, we all know at every position and every player, every coach, we all know we're going to have to be at our best on Saturday night against Buffalo, and that's what we're all preparing to do.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Good luck this week.
All right, Mookie, thank you.
Alan Siegel, followed by Andrew Callahan.
Good morning, Bill.
Hey, Al.
In the second game that you played Buffalo, Bill, Josh Allen made a lot of instinct plays based on his talent, shuffle passes, runs, etc. I'm wondering, when you have a player like that has a lot of instinct plays, how tough is it to prepare for, and can you prepare for it?
Yeah, well, we have to prepare for everything, and it really comes down to team defense and fundamental execution. Doing that the very best we can. Again, obviously they have a lot of great players and they're well coached and they have a good scheme, and all that's challenging. But that's what we have to do. And we've matched up with them before, and we'll match up with them again here and see how it goes. But it's really the execution of good fundamentals and consistency. I'm sure they'll make some plays. I'm sure we'll make some. Hopefully we'll make more than they will. But that's this is a good football team, and offensively they're very good. Quarterback's very good. I don't think it's I think it's unrealistic to think we're going to go through the game and he's not going to do anything. But we just need to make more than he does.
Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome.
Andrew Callahan, followed by Ian Steele.
Hey, Bill, I wanted to ask about the forecast for Saturday. Just understanding that, however it goes, it should be extremely cold, perhaps the coldest game you've coached in New England, and a lot of your assistants and players have said today it's a mental thing. So do you agree on that, or is there any other physical preparation your players will need to make besides layering up to ready for temperatures they just haven't faced this year?
Yeah, well, we've practiced, in just about everything we could, any type of conditions we could have. So, and played in, quite a few as well. So, I don't know what, there's no way to turn the temperature down or up or anything else. It is what it is out there. And I think over the course of the year we've dealt with, again, most everything. So I have a lot of confidence in our players, and through the course of their careers, they've dealt with multiple situations and of all various types. So hopefully we're prepared for that. I'm more worried about the Bills than the weather. I think that the Bills are what we have to focus on, and that's who we have to beat. The weather is the weather.
Ian Steele, followed by Mark Daniels.
Hey, Bill. After last week's game, you mentioned a couple of times that the team wasn't playing consistent enough, and that really hurt you. How do you correct consistency during a week of practice?
Yeah, just understanding the importance of every single play, and making sure that we're focused and locked in on each play. And if we do it in practice, then it's a lot better, I think, odds of success for us doing that way in the game. So we'll start today, and it's always a point of emphasis, but we've even tried to emphasize it a little bit more this week. Shorter week, little less practice. Obviously playing a very good team, not a lot of room for error. So, we all got to do a good job.
Might go without saying, but with it being a postseason game, win or go home, is that urgency even more emphasized this week?
That's obvious. We all know what it is. So, yeah, this is it. It's a one-game season. So, yeah, we're all well aware of that, and again, we should prepare and play and coach accordingly. Whatever is the best we got, that's what we need to put out there.
Yes, Bill.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mark Daniels, followed by Nick O'Malley.
Hey, Bill. On Jalen Mills, is this a situation where there's a chance he could play on Saturday, or are you expecting to be without him this weekend?
Right. Well, we'll see how it goes. and we'll follow the protocols. So he's not here today, so obviously won't practice him today, but we'll see how it goes.
Two final questions, Nick O'Malley and Maureen Hirschberg.
Hey, Bill, real quick, I wanted to ask, where'd you get that sweatshirt? So what's the origin of it?
The players had it's something that the players did for a couple of years ago.
Great. And I want to ask about playing the same team 3 times in one season. I think the only years it happens like 06 and 10 against the Jets. It's not common in the NFL. What can those past experiences of playing the same team 3 times in one season? What did you learn from the past times that's happened, and how is it different from playing the same team twice in a season?
Well, it's similar to the twice, but look, I think the big thing anytime you play a team a second or third time or whatever it is, that it's a new game. We're starting from scratch, and don't think or assume that the game is going to go like another one did. Be ready to play it out and play it as you see it, and make the necessary adjustments and decisions that come up in this game, and whatever happened in some other game happen. I mean, maybe we learned something from that, but we have to play this game as it plays out, and it'll be different than any other game. So as long as we're ready to do that, I think we'll be okay.
Thanks, Bill.
Yep, you're welcome.
Last question, Maureen Hirschberg.
Hey, Bill, hope you're doing well. What are some of the benefits to you for practicing on the game field inside Gillette today?
It's not frozen.
Thanks.
Okay, you got it.
Well, and on that one, thanks, Coach. Thanks, everyone.
All right, thank you.
Lemons.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Opponents? I've gone up against thousands.
And there's an opponent we're all up against, COVID-19.
But there's a way to beat it. Get vaccinated.
So when it's your turn, roll up your sleeves.
And let's get to the finish line together.
When did Bud Light Seltzer start making lemonade? Probably when 2020 handed us all those lemons.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Opponents? I've gone up against thousands.
And there's an opponent we're all up against, COVID-19.
But there's a way to beat it. Get vaccinated.
So when it's your turn, roll up your sleeves.
And let's get to the finish line together.
When did Bud Light Seltzer start making lemonade? Probably when 2020 handed us all those lemons.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Opponents? I've gone up against thousands.
And there's an opponent we're all up against, COVID-19.
But there's a way to beat it. Get vaccinated.
So when it's your turn, roll up your sleeves.
And let's get to the finish line together.
When did Bud Light Seltzer start making lemonade? Probably when 2020 handed us all those lemons.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade, packed with lemonade flavor after a lemon of a year.
Opponents? I've gone up against thousands.
And there's an opponent we're all up against, COVID-19.
But there's a way to beat it. Get vaccinated.
So when it's your turn, roll up your sleeves.
And let's get to the finish line together.
Bud Light Seltzer start making lemonade? Probably when 2020 handed us all those lemons.
New Bud Light Seltzer Lemonade.